Alright, AKAPADers, we're talking trust today. Well, okay, let me explain. Trust, Rob Liefeld, and comic book commentary. See, I gotta put myself right in the middle there as well. What do you trust? Do you trust someone that is incentivized to sell comic books, that needs you to believe that comic books are cool, they're relevant, and they have to sell because this person is going to get a little bit of that scratchy scratch, a little bit of that bank? Or do you trust the commentator that has no skin in the game, that just wants to call it the way he sees it? I got nothing to gain. I do this out of compulsion. I do this with a camera and my somewhat my office, or as we call it, my production room. I do it because I love it, my AKAPADers. So on Rob Liefeld's most recent episode of Robservations, he eloquently, and I give him credit, he, in the first 15 minutes of this episode, and links down below, he describes how broken the comic book industry is. He even admits that comic books are trading cards now. People just want to buy the covers. They just buy the trading card, and then stories and characters are absolutely irrelevant. You know, stories and characters, the two key pieces that could resurrect the comic book industry. I mean, could you imagine if people went to a comic shop wanting to read a story, but no, they go to buy covers. So along the way, he shines a turd and tells you that it's still a good thing, guys. It's still good. Golly gee. Well, here at AKAPAD and the AKAPAD Army, and you, the people involved with this channel, we're concerned because we're digging for stories and we're not finding good news stories. So we go to the past, and I do a video from comic book that dropped 20 years ago, and you guys freak out for it. That shouldn't happen. I should be compelled to do new videos or new comics and juggle the older stuff, maybe to add a little bit of context for history. But it's literally the other way around. The only new book on my radar is Witchblade, because you guys know I do Top Cow Tuesdays, and many of you have reached out to me to tell me that is a good read. I couldn't find the floppies, by the way, so now, AKAPADers, listen to Rob Liefeld, but don't trust him. Trust but verify, right? We can verify that Rob Liefeld really believes that there's a future in American comics when he himself needs to sell a few thousand Last Blood issues on Whatnot. That's depressing. It's really depressing when you go from Hawk and Dove, New Mutants, to X-Force, to Extreme Studios, to Maximum Press, to Awesome Entertainment, to Arcade Comics, and I'm sure I'm missing a couple in between. Prophet Supreme, working with Alan Moore, working with guys like Chap Yap, Murat Michaels, his one true great discovery, Dan Fraga. All of this stuff, right? I mean, decorated career. And I'm sure there's even a time where generals have to walk away from their armies. Well, I'll never walk away from you, my AKAPADers. But Rob Liefeld is incentivized to go down with the ship. He needs you to trust him. And, you know, this is where we're split. Because I trust what he's saying. I trust, but I distrust his intent. I don't think he has true intent. I don't think he can sit down and say, we're in trouble, no one's really reading comics, and the growth of everything comes from reading comics, and to extend that into characters and to extend that continuity. When we don't have those three pistons firing, it's all gone. Guys, I'm just a dude with my phone giving you my opinion. What do you think?